Alright guys, Richard here with eBike Reviews and Adventures. What an adventure we had yesterday. Be looking for those videos if you haven't seen them already. We did a destination ride to the aquarium, and then we did an ad hoc destination ride to the beach, which wasn't planned, and that turned out fantastic. So today, I'm just in the garage doing a few odds and ends stuff, and I thought, why not take you along for the ride? I just unboxed an additional battery from Addmotor. So let's take a look at that. So this is a second battery that goes on the Addmotor M81 over there. And then I'm going to be taking on my road trip. And so I was just got out of the box. Don't know what all this is. Oh, spare keys for the battery, I guess. Guess that's important. And anyway, so gonna get this on charge because I'm actually doing a day trip with Joe this week, here in a couple of days, and we're gonna go explore a trail that we hadn't done before, and it's kind of remote and wilderness, and the round trip I think it's gonna be about 60 miles or so. Actually maybe 70 miles. So we're gonna be doing that, and so I got to get this battery here on charge. Where's the other battery? So they sent me an extra battery charger too, so thank you Addmotor for doing that. Appreciate you supporting our channel and our efforts here. So I have a second charger to go with the second battery, because when I do my overnight trip that I have planned, you know, I can't be waking up in the middle of the night to swap the charger to a second battery, so I want two chargers to charge up two batteries. And one of the things I do here in the garage, because I do have so many bikes, is that I have to label things. So for instance, this one, I'm going to label it for the M81. Even though this particular charger does have Addmotor written on it. You know, I could be getting a different charger for any future bikes, especially like the trike we're getting. So I just label on the back so I can keep up with what charger goes with what. Makes things easier. I think I got something else here that I didn't label. Was that it? Nope. That's the Torrent. So the fifth wheel Torrent. That was labeled already. Good. But let's go over here. So what do we need to do? I think I'm going to move this battery over to the other bench. To do that, I'm going to grab one of my timers. I probably need to pick up an extra one and just leave this over on the other bench over there. Probably be a good idea. Let's see here. What did I do? Okay, yep. Oh, keys. Remind me, I gotta come back and label those keys. Yeah, somebody remind me. So, I kept the box because when I'm done with this battery for this trip, I may just store it in this box on the shelf, and it'll be better protected that way. That's at least what I'm thinking anyway. Oh, you know what? I am missing. What am I missing the other cord for? This one goes into the battery. What did I do with the other cord? I gotta go find it. Alright, I have my cord. I laid it down. Losing my mind. What did I do with it? Is it over here? I gotta get rid of this box too. Stuff came in that box. Okay, what did I do with it? It's not sitting here. What did I do? Okay, is Richard losing his mind this morning? It might be. Where did I lay down the other half of that cord? I do this often. I have something in my hand 1 second, and the next second it's gone. See, we're missing the part that plugs into the wall. What did I do? That's the Magicycle deer extra battery that I got from my favorite Magicycle deer. Let's make sure it wasn't left in here. Ah! Didn't even get it? Am I lacking? Am I missing a cord there, Addmotor? What did I do? I just pulled it out of the box right before I turned on the camera. Now, see, if I had already turned on the camera, if I thought of that sooner, I probably would have been able to backtrack and figure out where I just went and what I did with the other half of the cord. Let's get this out of the way. It's trash day. I need to put that out with the trash anyway. Okay, I was just digging in this drawer. Did I drop it in the drawer or something? I did. See that? See how that works? You're talking, your left hand's doing one thing, and before you know it, your right hand's doing something else. I'm coming back to label these keys. That's for the second battery. I hate it when I do that. Have you ever found the cereal in the refrigerator and the milk in the cabinet? I've been known to do that once or twice. Alright, this is a... Oh, wow, this is a super long cord. Oh, I hear a lawnmower coming. You know what that means, right? It means that's my buddy. Oh, can I reach this back here? That's my buddy Tom. So, Tom cuts our grass once a week. And he cuts a lot of people's grass here in the neighborhood once a week. But then, during the fall, and I think he started this month, in October, then he moves to like every other week schedule because the grass starts slowing down and just doesn't get. And then, you know, January, February, it's cuts the grass once every 2 to 3 weeks, just as needed, depending if we get any rain or not and what the temperatures have been. Where'd he go? Oh, he stopped at that house on the other side over there. Maybe he'll venture down here. I saw him yesterday, and I actually grabbed a couple of photos of his Zora Master cargo bike that I sold him. He has done a great job of setting that thing up. He uses it now to go fishing. And so he's got fishing poles, rod holders on the back of it, and baskets and buckets and tackle and all kinds of things. So he has done a good job of setting that up. Alright, so this is what I do with my keys. Oh, wow. I have to label my keys, right? Because, well, there's just too many of them. So what I'll do is I'm going to label this one. What am I going to label that one? That was the M81 number 2 battery. So I'm just going to put M81. M81. Yeah, number 2 battery. I'll know what it means. That's all that matters. My chicken scratch. Come on. Come on, you little sticker. Don't be a problem for me. Really? Hey, look, I wrote it on the wrong side. Have you ever done that before? Well, I do too. M81 number 2. Write it on the sticker side would be better and not the back of the page. Anyway, so I just slapped this on here. And then we'll stick those on here. What was that came out of it? Addmotor, lithium-ion battery, blah, 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 blah. And normally, because I don't take my batteries out to charge them, I just charge on the bike. What usually happens is I just toss the, oh, I need those a couple of days ago. I just toss the spare keys in here with some spare parts and stuff that I have. But I need those keys. We don't need to forget those keys. So, put this in the trash. So, I have M81. Maybe I should point you down so you can see what's going on. So I have M81, the original keys that came with the bike. And I have M81 number 2, which is the second set of keys now for the second battery. So these I need to remember to take with me here in a couple of days. So what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to drop them in my bag right here. Because I'll be taking the saddlebags, maybe the basket, I haven't decided, but I'll be taking the saddlebags off the Magicycle Deer. I have another set of saddlebags here somewhere, and so I'm going to put 2 saddlebags on the back of the M81 so that I can load those down with some weight, some of the stuff that I need to take with me for this day trip. But then I'm just going to add some weight to it, because when I take my 4-day trip, there's going to be a lot of different things I take, right? And so I want to have the weight so I can test it here in a couple of days on my day trip. So we'll be just adding extra weight. And let's see what other things we got. I like this Odensberg brand bag, even though they're a little pricier than some other handlebar bags. But I have that already here, so that's going to be going on the M81. And let's see what else. I may play around with another stem riser. I haven't decided, where I can raise that stem up just a little bit more, because if you're doing 60, 70 miles every day, I want to have the best riding condition I can. I'm going to go ahead and take this seat off. This seat is pretty good, and I like it because it matched, okay? And it used to match the seat that was back here on the back of the M81 that came with it. But because that accessory was defective a little bit, it didn't fit real well, I took it off. And just to test it out, I just had this little cheapie here that, it's got straps that buckles on. And that actually works just fine. And I don't remember what we paid for that. I've had that for a while, maybe 20 bucks or something. But it's pretty cheap. So that's why this doesn't match the seat anymore. But if I go ahead and change this seat out for my trip, which I'm going to do, I'm going to add another blue end seat, because that's my favorite saddle. So that'll go on here. And then I'll just have some odd looking handlebar grips up here, because they'll still be brown. But who knows? If we keep this bike long term, then I may go ahead and swap out those handlebar grips to get something different on there, just so everything will be black. And we just will no longer have the saddle brown. Even though I like the look. But this just isn't comfortable enough, so that's got to go. That seat didn't work, so it had to go. Yeah. Alright, but I don't think I'm making those changes today. What else am I doing? I just generally need to clean up. Look at all these accessories and stuff that I purchased recently. So I need to get this organized. Bike mirrors. And what else do we have? So I have seat post here, a couple new saddles here, so I got to get those put together. And I'm missing a seat post. I have 2 saddles and 1 seat post. What did I do? What was I thinking that day? I don't remember. Okay. Oh, I know what it was. I think I was planning on just reusing the seat post that was on the brown saddle. I think that's what my thought was. No need to buy more stuff. I mean, it's expensive as all get out right now. All right, so phone holder and mirrors, and here's the other saddlebags. So I'm just going to clean up in here a little bit, toss that into the basket, because I probably won't be riding this until I get that cleaned up later today or tomorrow and get all that stuff on it to get ready for my trip later this week. We have some more mirrors here and another phone holder. So one of these mirrors and the phone holder is going to go on the Truxus Explorer, but I can't add those yet because the Truxus Explorer, we haven't done the review on that, and I'm thinking about doing that review today. Kind of needs to get done today. I am going out for a ride here in a little while because Mrs. Adventure is going to a friend's house who is a licensed hairstylist, and she's going to go over there and get her hair done, and that's going to take a few hours. So I'm thinking about loading up the Truxus Explorer, so when I take her over there to drop her off for that appointment, I'll just unload the bike and explore a brand new area because I'm not familiar with that neighborhood and that area. So I think that's what I'm going to do. The only problem is this handlebar stem is so low. Since I sit so high and I have to raise the seat up so much, the handlebar is pretty low and I'm leaning forward a lot. But I don't want to replace the handlebar stem until I get the review done. But it's a good time for me to do the review when I'm on this ride. But I don't want to do this ride without the... It's a circle. It's vicious. So I'll decide here in a little while what I'm going to do with that. For my trip, look guys, I don't know how you feel about hotels, but yeah, I don't care how nice of a hotel it is. I think it's disgusting to crawl into a bed that thousands of other people have probably used. So for the first time ever, I went ahead and purchased this sheet set. And what it is, it's a, they sell it for sleeping bags. It's like a sleeping bag liner. And I haven't opened it up. Maybe I should open it up and check it out. So it's a sleeping bag liner that, is supposed to help keep your sleeping bag clean, right? So you just take this out and wash this so you don't have to wash your sleeping bag. But I thought, this is kind of great. So I don't have to, use their sheets or anything. I can just maybe throw this on the bed and crawl into this, and it's small and compact. So, this feels pretty soft. And that's all it is. It's like a sheet. I don't know what the thread count is. It's got a zipper on it, so I can zip it up if I wanted to. So I'm going to do that. That's how I'm going to roll. That's how I'm going to do it. Yeah, because I'm not familiar with these hotels. These are just recommended hotels from other people who have made this trip. That's where they stayed. So that's going. We'll just toss it over here for now. Keep my stuff set together for my trip. And let's see here. Yeah, I got another FedEx delivery here in a little while, so I'm going to leave that out in case I have to leave the house when I leave with Mrs. Venture, I should say. If that delivery hasn't been here yet, I'll leave it on the door. The FedEx guy and UPS guy are starting to know me quite well, and so I just asked them, hey, just sign my name and go ahead and leave the package anyway, even though I'm not here, because most of these bikes and things that I get, you have to sign for them. They require a signature, and they usually take care of me and do that. So look at this drawer. So this is a junk drawer for bike stuff. I've got thumb screws in here, and I've got a bunch of these little tools and things in here, and keys, and here's some spare locks, and I got some of my Tri-Lancer straps in here. This one is more, just tape and admin type stuff. That is, what's in there? Oh, a lot of that's camera type stuff, camera equipment, cords, and just a variety of stuff for several different cameras that I don't use. I need to go through that. Yeah, so let's straighten up here. So this is a bike lock. This was gifted to me by Rad Power Bikes. What a nice nice lock. I'll give them that. It's nice. It's an expensive lock. You familiar with the brand? It's Abus. They gave me that because I drove an hour to their brand new store and spent a couple hours there and did a video and promoted their stuff because they welcomed me into their, not their influencer program, but specifically, what's it called? The name escapes me. What the heck? Where you typically only invite a couple of people into your organization to represent you. What's that called? Not spokesman, not... What the heck? I'll think of it. Anyway, they invited me into this program, and their program clearly states, hey, you get invited to this program, we give you free stuff, and you get a bike so that you can better represent us and get familiar with our products and all this stuff. They didn't want to give me a bike. They gave me a bike lock. So, I spent a lot of time going up there, making a video, which I enjoyed doing. Test rode some of their stuff and spent a few hours there and spent a lot of time editing videos. and I'm not knocking it. I appreciate the gift of a bike lock, but they refused to ever send me a bike, and because what I found out afterwards, they were inviting anybody and everybody that wanted to be a representative to join their program. Because they were just using that as a marketing tool to get more people talking about their stuff, which is fine. I mean, that's great, but it's not what their original program was designed to be. And so I said, you know what, that's just wrong how you're doing this. It's just completely wrong, and I don't want to be a part of this, so I backed away and said no thanks. So anyway, I have the lock. I need to get rid of it. Thought about just sticking it on the Facebook Marketplace, thought about giving it away, thought about selling it with a bike. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. Torrent 1 and various power cords. Do that another day. This cooling pad box, I can throw that away. I had to get a cooling pad for the laptop because this laptop is it's powerful. I mean, it's pretty decent, but not powerful enough sometimes when I'm editing videos, and the laptop just gets super hot. And so sometimes I would prop it up with a box or something just to keep it off the table. And but I ended up getting this little cooling pad, and it's been working out great. So I don't have to turn it on. It's been doing fine, just sitting there. But last night I was editing some video that was taking a long time, and it started getting warm. So what I did is I plugged it in to my laptop right here, and then my laptop is asleep, so I can't show you. Let's turn it on. Maybe I should plug it in too. I have an extra cord out here in the garage for my laptop. When I move it out here, okay, there we go. So it's powered up. So now the fan came on. So it's got the lights on it, and it's blowing the air, and it really does a super good job of keeping it cool. And this was cheap. I don't know, 10, 12, 14, 15 bucks or something. Don't remember. Anyway, what was I doing? So I need to do something with all my charging bricks, because I've got them scattered about. I've got some over here in this drawer. So that's where I keep them when I don't use them quite often. Things like the Magicycle Deer, which I'm constantly riding, I keep it out, and it's usually sitting right over here. And it looks like a fire hazard, doesn't it, guys? The way all these cords are just laying around. That's why I want to get better organized. I just want it to look nicer, look better, but don't know how to do that just yet. So that one sits here. The M81. Here's the original M81 Charger. So again, I don't want to tuck this away and then forget it, because that's something that has to go with me. So maybe I should just stick that over here too, and start collecting everything that needs to go with me and stick it in one spot. Right now it'll be with the bike. Tools laying around up here. Here's another cord that I don't need, so it goes back in this drawer. All right, I just had to pause and go get some water. It's a nice day out today. I think it's only like 85 degrees or something. Humidity's not too bad, so it's been kind of nice. Before showing you that stupid fan that came in this box, I was coming over here to throw it away, and then I got distracted. So here's the plan. I don't know, we are, what, 12, 15 minutes into this video? I don't know what it is. I don't plan to cut this video, because I'm just kind of out here rambling, working in the garage, cleaning up, sharing with you what's on my mind. So I'm probably not going to go through and edit this video. This is going to be a video that's posted out there just uncut, behind the scenes, what's going on sometimes here at eBike Reviews. And a lot of people aren't going to be interested in this video, and that's okay. But for those of you who have told me that you really like longer videos, you just like typically ride-along videos, and you like them, and you don't want me to cut those down, well, maybe you'll enjoy this. So you'll hear me ramble and watch me as I clean up, because things really got out of control. Okay, I mean, look at my desk area. So, okay, so what was I working on? That was for the Truxus. This is just an extra one I got picked up. So I do have a few extra parts up here in this. Oh, can you see up there? What's up here? A few extra parts up here. Here's a set of mirrors I don't like, so I just yeah. Here's a kickstand I bought for something that didn't fit, and it ended up not getting sent back in time, so I kept that. I have a light package here for some lights for some night riding. Anyway, more straps and things. So just stick that up there, because I'm always needing some extra mirrors for something. Here's a pin, goes back in the admin drawer. All right, so what else we got here? I do have some stuff to return. So that's a part for the washing machine that I had to replace, and why why is that sitting here? I replaced it. This must be the one I pulled out. So I didn't buy two, so I don't have one that needs to be returned, right? No? That, for some reason, was just held onto, cluttering up my space. So this needs to go in the trash. So I got my little heat gun out a few days ago. What was I charging up? I don't remember. I was charging something, and oh my goodness, the charger got super hot. And I checked it, it was like 144 degrees. And it was really hot to the touch. So I gotta keep an eye on that. Alright, so here's some Amazon returns. Flat Out. So I advertised Flat Out recently, and I have it in a gallon-sized jug, but I started thinking, you know, I want some Flat Out to put on my bike to take with me, especially for group rides in case somebody has a problem. Well, I bought it. It was supposed to be in a bottle, and it came and it's in this Mylar type pouch. I don't like that. I don't want to throw this squishy pouch into my bag and then risk it getting punctured or something. So I contacted Flat Out and asked them. They don't make them in bottles anymore. So they did away with the hard bottle, which is perfect for transporting it with you, throwing it in a toolbox or whatever, and they went to these soft little pouches, which they think for some reason is better, but is not better. And so I was thinking about returning it, but I really want something to take with me on my bike, but I'm thinking about returning it, and I don't know what to do. Plus, it's huge. It's 32 ounces. You know, they had like a 16-ounce bottle, which was perfect size, okay? 16 ounces, it takes about 10 ounces for a 20-inch tire, and you'd use the whole 16 ounces for like a 26-inch tire. So, you know, you'd be good for one tire repair if you needed to. But this is going back. I just don't see myself ever taking this. It's heavy, it's big, bulky. There's a lot of risk there that this thing's going to puncture and open up, so that's going back. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I don't want to go back to slime. So all my bikes, I do put Flat Out in them, but from the big 1-gallon jug. But for group rides and things, I really want to have something with me, and I may have to just get another bottle of slime and travel with that. Here's a controller cover that needs to be returned. This is a thumb throttle that I thought I was going to have to repair or replace a thumb throttle recently on another bike. Ended up I didn't need to. That needs to be returned. Here's a tool that I bought that I thought I might need. I'm going to end up returning that. Here is, I don't remember what this was. Oh, polarized film sheet. That's got to go back, so all this stuff is returned. Over here is, you know, I bought this along with the thumb throttle over here. Here's the twist throttle because it was the bike that I thought I was going to have to repair and then I didn't have to. But this is perfect because I'm probably going to use this twist throttle to replace the thumb throttle on the Truxus Explorer because I'm not a big fan of thumb throttles. So I'm holding on to this for the Truxus. Oh boy, here we go. Something didn't get labeled. Maybe this was for the Truxus Explorer. Was that it? Oh dear. Well, it turned, but it didn't unlock. Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh, I see what it does. Perfect. So this is for the Truxus Explorer. So let's go back over here and label these keys. It's so much fun. I enjoy this. I do. You know, keeps me busy, gives me something to do. I get to play with cool stuff. And what am I going to do? Truxus Explorer? This is kind of a long name. There we go, that works. Alright, so now these keys are labeled. So, I have another bike on the way. And for the few of you that are probably still watching this video because you say you like long videos, you'll be the first to know and the only ones to know probably. I have such a cool bike inbound that I'm excited for. It's a new company, probably never heard of them before. They've got a bike that is spec'd really well. and I think it's gonna be fun. So they just shipped it overnight, during the night last night. It shipped, so it should be here in, I don't know, something like 5 days or something. Excited about that. So here's my wireless mic setup, and I pulled it out the other day to use it when I was with, who was I with? We were, I don't remember what video that was. It wasn't yesterday's video, a couple of days ago. I don't know. Anyway, I was with somebody else. I don't even remember who I was with. Oh my gosh, now my phone's ringing. A vet we haven't used in 2 years just called, wanting to see if I wanted to set up an appointment because my pet is a little overdue. Whoo, that's why we don't use you anymore. All right, so anyway, what video was I making? Anyway, I had the wrong cord and things weren't working out, and I couldn't do what I wanted to do. So this setup, I got to talk myself through this, try to keep it straight. So this is my wireless mic that I wear. This is another one that someone else can wear. Guys, you're going to be so tired of me rambling today, watching me do all this nonsense. Yeah, if you're going to watch me, you might as well watch me. Okay, this is another wireless mic. So I have two wireless mic, and this is the receiver that gets plugged into the camera. So this gets plugged in to my cell phone camera, my cell phone. And I have the iPhone 14, and they still use the lightning plug, so I have to have a lightning cord. But when we were doing, it was a group ride. When I do the group ride, I have to plug in, or I use the action camera that I'm using right now. But if I want to record somebody else, and the action camera has a microphone built in, and that's all I ever use. But if I want to wire somebody else up so you can hear two sides of the conversation, which was the plan, then I have to plug this into the action camera, right? But it doesn't use the lightning plug, so I had to have another cord to be able to plug it into the action camera. I didn't have that cord. And just so you know, once I plug this in, this gets attached to the action camera because there's a little bracket on the side that lets me do that. Then I still have to wear the wireless mic and put it on myself, because now the microphone on the camera doesn't work. I have to use the microphone here, and then the other person gets to wear the microphone. I know what it was. It was the ride with Bill when we were out on the golf course. That's what it was. Ha! I'm not completely losing my mind. So anyway, yeah. So this is for the cell phone. I had one that allows me to connect it to the action camera. What was I using for that? I've only done that setup once, I think. Hey man, what's up? There it is. What's up, man?
Did you know we have Gar down the street?
Gar?
Yeah. Dude, that's
Are
the
you
first
serious?
time I've ever caught one.
How big was it? Was it big one?
About 3 feet. That's it. Freaking snot, all that thing is that big. The teeth.
I had no idea, man.
Me, yeah, that's the very first. And dude, I used to swim down the street. I used to jump off the boat ramp.
Did you take a picture of it?
No.
Well, then there's no proof it ever happened.
Well, we could go down the street and there was a gentleman with me. But that's the very first one I ever caught. I cut the line.
Yeah, you don't mess with those, man.
The teeth that were on that thing, I'm like, man,
That is crazy. And he was about
to see my line. It was like spider. It was like this right here.
Yeah, it's all frayed.
That's what my line looked like.
Was the no, I don't know what I was gonna ask. Yeah, that's crazy. Gar, huh? 3 foot. Hey, next time you get your bike loaded up when you're gonna go fishing, let me know, because I actually want to do a short video of it, if you don't mind. I want to do a second video, follow-up video, just showing all the things you did to it. I mean, I took a couple of pictures, which turned out pretty good, but I want to do an actual video. He tries.
Big
He's been behaving here recently, though.
Has he?
Some of the big dogs have been walking by. He just sits there and watches them. So he's starting to get used to it. So.
That's somebody that lives in the neighborhood. It's okay. Let him go.
Yeah. I've seen you before.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's getting there.
Yes, it's cute. Yeah,
Later.
I might go Thursday.
So Thursday, I won't be here.
All right.
Thursday, I'm leaving early. I'm going to do like it's going to be like a 70-mile ride.
Oh shit! Getting ready for the cross country. Yeah, I don't blame you.
Yeah, so buddy and it's a trail that it's near Lakeland, and it's pretty much just straight, but it goes through the forest up there, so it's remote. There's just like nothing out there. So I got a buddy that's going with me, and in case something happens, we'll spit it up, dude, whatever it is. And yeah, so I got my second battery for the bike, so I got that now, charging it over there, and I'm going to put a bunch of weight on it just to kind of get things ready. And
New seat?
huh?
New seat?
No, that's the one.
That's the one that came with it?
No, that's not the one that came with it, but
Oh.
that's the one I added. That's my favorite seat. Look, I got 2 more right here.
Yeah.
I put those on all my bikes, just about.
They're more comfy, right?
Oh yeah. Doesn't your bike have this one, or what's it have?
Oh, it's good.
Does it have the original seat?
I don't know. I think it does have that. It's got a spring on it. That I know.
Yeah. So I think I gave you the better seat because it's got the suspension seat post.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's comfy.
All right.
All right. I gotta get.
All right, man.
I gotta take a shower.
All right. All right, so I went a little crazy here, so that's why I have to go to UPS sometimes and return stuff. So here's the light for the M81 that I broke, because I broke the light, so I'm going to replace the light with something similar. But I'm actually kind of thinking maybe I shouldn't have, maybe I should get something that's better, bigger, since I'm taking a 4-day trip, just in the event I get, delayed and I end up driving in the dark or something. I want a nice bigger light. So I'm thinking about what I might do is just get me one of those that are rechargeable, that you just stick on the handlebar stem handlebars. That way I can move it from bike to bike. So that's probably what I'm doing. But anyway, so I wasn't real sure about the stem for both the Truxus and the Addmotor, what height I needed, so I ended up picking up a couple different ones, and actually a couple different styles here. So I'm going to use what I need, return the others. They'll migrate over here to the return pile. This battery sitting here that's for the Lynx. So Emma had been driving the Lynx, using that for quite a while, but I got it a couple of weeks ago, cleaned it up, made a couple of videos, gonna make some more videos with it, but she didn't give me the charger. And then she said, I can't find the charger, Dad. And I said, well, I need the charger because I need to be able to charge this thing up because it's empty and I can't use it. And well, then Truxus said, hey, we're gonna send you the Explorer. And the Explorer came, it's the same battery, so I used the charger that came with the Explorer to charge up the Lynx. And that worked out just fine. Key out. Probably hold on to that key, because even if this goes back to Emma, she doesn't have a need to take the battery out. So we're going to take this and hold on to it. Alright, see, I'm slowly getting my desk back. So sometime today I probably need to go ahead and assemble those seats. After the review, I'll get the Truxus. Look, I'm repeating myself, but that's what I do, guys, because I do have a brain injury. Happened many years ago. So my memory isn't that great, and sometimes I get confused, and my spark plugs aren't firing. All my cylinders aren't firing, and I have good days and I have bad days. And so sometimes I have to talk things through. Sometimes I talk out loud, like I am right now to you, to try to figure things out, because I have to work it out in my mind before I come to a conclusion of like, oh, okay, that's how we're going to do it. So this microphone I purchased so that it'll attach to my cell phone when the cell phone is on a tripod, when I am just a few feet away from the cell phone, so I don't have to rig up the wireless mic. But this doesn't work that great. and I should have bought a better quality one. And I'm at the point now I can't return this one because I remember thinking, oh, this is great. Like a dummy, I threw away the box. So I'm kind of stuck with it, but I'm not real happy with it. So if I get another one, I'm gonna have to get a much better quality one. But this one is good if you're only about 3 feet from it, and beyond that, it's not real good. So I don't think I'm gonna continue using it. So that's gonna go up here. Just tuck that out of the way for now. Some camera stuff until I figure out what I'm gonna do. It doesn't need to be sitting here. Wrenches. Trucks Explorer, pamphlets. Keep all my pamphlets and stuff for bikes and things. I'll just drop them down here. It's a drawer I rarely use. Tools. I really don't need to hold on to all these tools. Put them over here with this other tool kit. These reflectors need to go on the bike. If I don't break them first. So I'll figure that out and put those on the bike. Alright. Sometime here soon, I'm supposed to have my neighbor Ron is supposed to stop by because he has questions about bikes, and he's still planning on buying, I think he's still planning on buying the Magicycle deer, but not for sure. Let's see if that charged up. Still green. It's still green. Yeah, it didn't turn red, so that is fully charged. So I can turn off the. If you can see what's going on over here, I'm turning off the timer. Right there's that button. The light is going to go out. Yeah, now the light's out, so now I can unplug it. So now the Truckless Explorer is charged up and ready to go for my ride later. It's time to move some stuff out. Oh shoot, there's something else I need to do. Look out, Toby. Right behind you, buddy. Let's get this out here. Because I will take that later to ride it, even though the handlebars are low. But I'm changing that seat out. I'm going to grab a seat from one of the other bikes over here. So here's something I need to do. Not e-bike related. When I was out yesterday, this temperature has changed a lot this past week. My tire here is really low. So let's just air that up real quick while I'm thinking about it. It's kind of e-bike related, because this is the air pump I purchased to have in the garage to air up all my e-bike tires. Alright, so we're just going to go ahead and top all these off for the season. It's supposed to be at 39. Well, make it 39. Alright. This is crooked. There you go. Alright, so lights, I don't use those too often unless I'm recording a video at the desk, so I don't do too often. Here's some more stuff I need to get rid of. I'm going to hold on to that box. That has a few parts and pieces for the fifth wheel Torrent, so we're going to keep that and get rid of this box. Oh, sorry, Toby, I scared you there, buddy. Dropped the box and scared my furry friend. So we'll just keep all this together since they gave us a nice little box. Put the manual in the box and everything down here until I need it. Why does this table look like it's my daughter Amanda was here, and she needed to use my lighting and stuff, so she moved things around and moved this table around, and now it's not quite back where it normally is. Driving me crazy. I hate being disorganized, but I'm not a very organized person, so what happens is I just periodically have to stop and get organized again. Because that's just how I do things. Well, let's see what that is now. I wasn't sure what it was. Alright, tools here. Okay. So, I probably need to work on that Addmotor today. I need to do something with that. Get it ready. You know what I didn't do earlier? See, it's what happens. I get talking and the left and the right hand don't know what they're doing. I got all this ready, right? I never turned it on. Gotta hit the little button on the timer back here. I'm gonna hit it for 4 hours. Got a green light. Should turn red. Oh, unless this battery is fully charged. Or maybe I have to wake up the battery. That's what it is. I probably had to wake up the battery. Well, that's not good, Addmotor. Oh, here we go. Maybe it's because the plug falls out. I'm not a fan of that. That plug just really barely hangs in there. That could have been done better. There it is. So you probably can't see it too close. But the little hard plastic cover for the outlet, when you rotate it, it kind of sticks in the way, and so you kind of have to jam it sideways a little bit to get it out of the way to get this plug in all the way. Now the plug is in all the way. Now it is charging. I was about to say, hey, they sent me a battery that was fully charged and it's been probably sitting in storage for a while, and that wasn't cool, but that's not the case. It's just simply my fault. All right, so here's another key that needs to get labeled. So this is the Torrent, fifth wheel Torrent, and that key wasn't labeled yet. Cool little bike. You know, it's a newer company. They're building budget style bikes, but their bikes are pretty good. There's just a few things on it that I wish was different, and you know, because they're a budget company, you're not going to get all the whiz bang features, but the weight capacity on this bike is 220 pounds. And there's a lot of folks out there that are bigger like myself that exceed that. So I really can't enjoy this bike much. I've ridden it very little. I can't ride it a whole lot just because I exceed the weight limit and I just don't want to do that. But that's really only going to be probably my biggest critique. That and a real cheesy fender on the back is going to be my only critiques on this bike, considering that it is a budget bike. Because for like $1,100, you get a torque sensor. It's pretty good. So, yeah, I like it, but I can't ride it, so it's not going to be something I keep. Now, remember that bike I mentioned to you earlier that I was getting? It just shipped and it's headed this way? Well, guess what? It's a torque sensor bike. Yeah, but it's a little different because it's also a moped style bike. So seat is not adjustable, but they said people who are up to 6'5" can ride it. So I should be able to ride that bike comfortably, even though it's a moped style bike. But yes, it has a torque sensor. I'm excited about that. It's got some really other nice cool features too. I can't write and talk. It's got full suspension. Just put Torrent on. Maybe I should put the brand on there too. So it's a full suspension bike with a 20 amp battery. It's got a 1,000 watt-hour motor that peaks. What was it? I think it peaks at like 1,800. So not exactly legal here in the United States, but there's a lot of companies that are selling bikes that aren't exactly legal, and they're getting away with it. Hey, they send it to me, I'll ride it and I'll review it, and but it's probably not something I'll keep. So why is that? No matter how much I like it, I may not keep it. I don't know. But it comes down to liability. Can you imagine if you're riding a bike that's technically illegal because it's overpowered, and then you have an accident and you bump into someone or knock somebody over or something happens, and then who's going to be liable for that? They're going to come after you with vengeance and a lawyer. So, yeah. There's my buddy Ron. I told you he'd be coming down here shortly. He's got questions. I've got answers. How's it going?
Running late, but I got stopped down here.
Oh, I know how it goes.
Neighbors.
I tell the wife that often too. I say, hey, I'm just going to make 1 or 2 loops around the neighborhood. 45 minutes later, I come back. She says, and where have you been? We have security cameras, and she's got security camera, a monitor on her next to her laptop, so she can monitor because she's up till 3, 4 in the morning, right?
Marshall's like that.
So she has cameras that she can kind of keep an eye on. So she said, so I was watching for you to go by, and I never saw you go by, so I know you were somewhere.
So that's that one you took through the golf course the other day, huh?
The red one?
Yeah.
Yep.
You like that?
Yeah, I like it a lot.
Do you?
I do. Here's why. They've got an 8-speed on here, so you don't get ghost pedaling.
Yeah.
You know what ghost pedaling is, right?
Right.
Okay. You don't get ghost pedaling at a higher speed. I mean, I can pedal this thing.
You don't?
I can pedal it up to like 25 or something.
Because that one you get, you're
around
pedaling
15 miles an
Yeah.
hour, you start getting ghost pedaling.
Right.
Not with this one, because they've got an 8-speed on here, and so they got a really small sprocket on the back. You can just cruise right along.
And still pedal.
Want to try it? You can try it.
Do you like it?
I like
mean,
it.
You
I
like
like
it better than the deer?
No.
No? I was
So-
going to say, that's what I was coming down
Yeah,
to
okay.
Because I saw that bike ride, I said, oh, maybe
It's
26 is the way to go.
Actually, in my opinion, it's not. And here's why. A 26-inch tire is really hard to make a sharper turn. And you know how often we're going on and off sidewalks?
Yes.
And you have to make it kind of like a 90-degree.
Uh-huh.
Really hard to do on a bike with big tires. Because you're swinging wide, and it's just not as easy to handle.
They're tight.
Yeah. So it's great for just cruising if you're not going to be doing a whole lot of that.
Okay. All right.
But I do like it. It's probably my second favorite bike right now because, one, it's beautiful. I like the color.
It is beautiful. It is.
I love the gearing because I can just pedal and enjoy it and go.
Right.
The components are pretty good, but just the overall quality seems a little less than the Magicycle Deer.
Okay.
It just seems like it's a little step down
Right.
compared to some of the others.
You like the.
And I do prefer the twist, and this one has that.
Oh, okay.
But
so
I'm-
it's on the left hand.
Yeah. Most of them, not all of them, but most of them, when they're thumb throttles, they are on the left.
Oh.
Sometimes you'll find them on the right, but not often. But I'm going to change this out.
But it is a pretty bike.
I'm going to change it out, and I'm going to make it a twist.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, I already got the parts.
Huh.
Because it's real easy to do. All you have to do is find the wire for the thumb throttle here
Yeah.
and unplug it,
Oh, okay.
and then just unscrew the little screw and slide everything off.
Oh, well, that's good. So they make it pretty easy to do
Yeah.
different things on the bikes.
Yep.
They all like that?
Yeah, pretty much all of them
Okay.
you can switch.
No, I wanted to see this, but I also wanted to talk to you. I've been on, and I got one on, the yellow one I told you about.
Mm-hmm.
And they've got the deal where they're giving $100. Where do you put your
During the
your thing?
Yeah, so in the checkout, when you get ready to put the credit card
Okay.
info and stuff, there should be a code over there, or a place to put a discount code.
Okay.
Put it over there.
But they got that discount code of theirs with that block getting yours. And I need you to give me yours again. Somehow mine got deleted.
Somehow it got deleted.
Yes.
Let's take a quick look here.
Uh-huh.
And they won't listen to me, and they'll just say, well, this is how it's going to be.
Yeah.
But I say, you got this e-bike SUV category, and it's part of that. It's part of that. It's part of the Magicycle Deer lineup.
Okay.
But no, you have to go over here and click on the 26-inch bike, and then I'll
Right.
go over here and change it to 20. And it's
Okay.
just,
Yeah.
they won't listen to
The
me.
one I get, they're all up across the top, and you move them quick over, and you can click on the deer.
Okay.
And then,
yeah.
but it still comes up with the 26, Okay.
And you still have to change
you just
it.
switch it to 20.
And you got to change it to
And
20.
then the color you can pick, and you scroll on down. There's
Yeah.
another place they switch it to a 20. But they've got that code
That
right
code there.
Yeah.
So if you add it to your cart, proceed to checkout,
Uh-huh.
and right there is where you put it.
Okay.
And my code was what? Was it EBR?
Forget what you had.
What is my code? Well, I can't. Yep, I just
But
got
I've
a
been
couple more.
saving them.
I got a couple more because I'm
Right.
gonna put one
What
on
do you
here.
think of the one with the hole in the middle?
So the purpose is a little ventilation.
Right.
So it's kind of nice here. And if you find one, I don't remember that particular one with the hole,
Right.
but sometimes they have a like a channel right back
Uh-huh.
here. Those are kind of nice because your tailbone is
Right.
what hurts. It's not your butt cheeks that hurt;
Yeah.
it's your actual tailbone, and so that helps relieve pressure on your tailbone a little bit. So that does help. But I like these.
that seat.
I like these a lot.
Yeah.
I like these a lot.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you've got another one coming in here pretty soon, don't you?
So I already have another one over here you haven't seen yet.
Oh yeah.
This one right here on the
Oh,
end.
I saw you putting that together. Yeah.
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 This
That was
is a
$11.99.
yeah, this is
or
a cheaper
something.
manufacturer.
Yeah.
The weight limit is only 220 pounds, so I really can't ride it. You know, I
I
do,
wouldn't be able
but I'm not going to ride it very much.
Yeah.
But it's got a torque sensor.
Same thing, huh?
So you typically don't get a bike this price with a torque sensor. The torque sensor is the one where it feels like a manual bike, so you got to put effort into it, but then it helps you. Whereas the rest of them,
Yeah.
you just barely spin it, remember, and it shoots up to the highest speed for that pedal assist. So this one's not like that. So this one's more like a manual bike, and it feels good. I like it. I just can't ride it a lot because
What
I'm
is
overweight.
it you do? You pedal and it shifts
Yeah,
up to
so
a...
so remember your pedal assist settings.
Okay,
1 through
yes.
5.
Right.
And if one was set at like say 10 miles an hour,
Uh-huh.
as soon as you start to pedal, it's going to shoot you up to 10 miles an hour. Remember that?
Oh, okay, yeah. I remember it going up, and then
Yeah,
I
it automatically-
like at 14 or something.
Yeah,
It's
something
nice,
like that.
But
And then when you change it to like number 2 or number 3, it's automatically going to shoot you to the maximum.
oh, okay.
So it's kind of so say number 2 is 14 miles an hour,
okay.
and you're pedaling, it's going to shoot you up to 14. If you want to go a little slower, you really can't. I mean, you stop pedaling and it's going to slow down.
Yeah.
But as soon as you start pedaling, it's going to put you back up there to the 14 max. How you have to do that, if you ride with somebody else and you want to stay next to them and not keep doing this,
Uh huh.
what you have to do is you have to use your throttle. And just because you can regulate it with your throttle, so just give it a little bit of throttle.
Okay.
So maybe keep it at in 1, for instance, if
Yeah.
it was 10, and then just give it a little extra throttle beyond that, and then that lets you go to 12.
Oh, okay.
So that's how you do that. So you have to regulate it with that.
All right.
So
And then I did put this on
on your list,
on the list.
it's nice. I've used it
Yeah.
quite a bit.
You buy these through Amazon, the other ones, right?
Pretty much
The
everything.
big one on the back.
I got that through Amazon too.
Yeah.
Now Magicycle just started selling one,
I saw it.
so that's a new product for them.
Yeah.
Um,
Are they about
it's-
the same price? I didn't pay no attention
I think
to the
theirs was more
price of-
expensive, but
Yeah.
theirs is also, I think it was like 2 inches longer, so it's a little bit bigger,
Hmm.
which is kind of nice. But
Yeah. I just like the back because you can put like your cooler thing in
that
there.
fits in there nicely.
Yeah.
And this came with this liner also.
Yeah.
So if you don't use the cooler, it still has a liner in here so stuff doesn't fall out. And most bicycle
That's
racks are like this. And you really can't put small stuff in there because it's going to fall out.
Right.
Not until you do some kind of liner. And
Yeah.
those are hard to find. So
Well, you got them all cleaned up.
organized a little bit better. I've got another one coming. It's be here in like 5 days. It's a $1,900 bike. It's nice, but it's a moped style, so it's just a flat
Yeah.
seat. But it's dual suspension.
Yeah.
It's got the torque sensor. It's got a 1,000-watt motor on it, which is technically illegal, but companies are selling them. They're getting away with it. I'll ride it.
Yeah. See what it's like.
It's got a lot of torque. It's 110 Newton meters of torque, where the Magicycle is a 96.
Yeah.
So it's got a lot of torque. So I'm gonna
Jeez. Well, that'll become your favorite bike.
probably not because it's a moped style. I
Uh-huh.
can't adjust the seat.
Right.
So,
Yeah, my boys.
but it'll be fun.
They had mopeds and they were all over the place when they were younger.
Yeah.
So
Hey, I I've got some different stuff I'm doing, but if you want to take one out for a while and go enjoy it, you're welcome to. If you
Oh,
want
that's all right.
If you
No,
want to
that's
test
fine. I just wanted to find out about that.
about the code,
And I just wanted to see that, but I don't want
you don't want to
that
try it.
big if it's that hard.
Try it.
To, well, I can try it, but
Try it if you
I'm
want. It's up to you.
hooked on this one.
I know you
How
are.
much is that one?
That one's a little cheaper. That one's $17.99. No,
Is that right?
I think it's $18.99. It might be $18.99.
But you know, well, that is a big tire.
It's a big tire.
Yeah.
They got metal. You know, sometimes they're plastic, sometimes they're
like
metal,
that
so that's
one there
metal.
was plastic, right?
This shifter is an upgraded shifter because you shift it like this. Instead of having the button,
Right.
you shift it this way and this way.
That's nice.
And so it's really nice.
Good.
But it's, yeah, that 8-speed is really nice. Similar button pad.
Right.
It's got the rack.
Yeah, they're nice,
So,
but it's a big bike. I see what you mean.
yeah, but see, if you drop the seat,
Yeah.
it fits you. If you want to take it for a spin, you're welcome to.
Be my. Nah. Better not.
Don't be scared.
No, I'm not scared. The left thumb is really weak on my hand. I got arthritis bad.
Yep.
And
Yep.
and it's, I guess, from the damage I did here.
Yeah.
But that'd be different to get used to, and I wouldn't be.
Wouldn't be
I
comfortable with it.
definitely want the.
Yeah. Well, maybe after I
Yeah.
do the swap around, maybe you
Yeah.
take it for a spin after it, because here's the yeah, see, so it's going to have
Okay.
different, it'll have a different handle grip on
Yeah.
the left side, and then this is the half with the twisty throttle on the right side.
Did you get that through them?
Through Amazon.
Amazon's got everything. I'll tell you. All right, Bob.
All right, you take care.
Take care. Thanks a lot.
You're welcome.
That is a pretty bike. I love that color.
Okay, guys, I'm not sure how much of that conversation you'll get, but we're going to end this video here because I've been out here for a couple hours piddling, cleaning up, and I've had Tom stop by for a while, and then I had Ron stop by for a little while, and I just left the camera run and run and run and run. But, yeah, so this afternoon, maybe I'm going to try to get to this, get that squared away. That's really my priority today, other than knocking out the review on the Explorer. And then I'm still waiting for a delivery. Oh yeah, I'm waiting for a delivery today. I don't think I mentioned that. I got a trailer. I purchased the Addmotor cargo trailer because I like going to Costco and doing shopping, and I just wanted more capability to be able to haul bigger things. So that's supposed to be delivered today, so you'll see that video when it comes out. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and end this video here. So I appreciate you just sticking with me. It's a long video, just me rambling and showing you different things, but I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, drop them down below. Please give me a thumbs up. Tell me that you like this kind of stuff from time to time. I'll see you guys in another video real soon.